Hey guys, this is Damien and Richard. We're working on our second beta podcast. Bill couldn't make it today. He was kind of busy with something else, so he won't be in today. So I was gonna save this for a rainy day, and I guess the rainy day is today, where I'm gonna talk about my car to start off, and then from there we'll move on to a couple of news on from the website and a couple of announcements that I have towards the end. Hey Richard.
Hey, how you doing?
First of all, I guess I'll start with the car. I've been into cars for a very long time. Um, I started off with a Z28, and then I moved to an RS. That's a Camaro for both of them. And then after that, I drove a Ford Mustang. Um, that was the 91 GT with a whole bunch of stuff done to it. I had heads, nitrous, cam, anything you can put on a Mustang. I did. I had that for 10 years before having to sell it because and I got engaged back then and I needed the money for a wedding. So then after that, after I got married, ended up with a Charger. I had the Charger for about 6 years. It was an SE, completely stock. Here are some pictures of it. That's what the engine used to look like. Um, just bear with me here.
I guess that's how we met through the
Yep, that's how I
Chargers.
met Richard. Um, this is some of the modifications we did. We messed around with the fuse box. Richard helped me on that. We did a couple of lights on the engine bay. The Night Rider looked like on the grill. Cup holders. I did all this with Richard. Richard helped me do this stuff. Then I got the carbon fiber kit, which I put on the interior. This is me building the box
So I
for the
remember that.
speaker. Yeah. This is us washing the car. So basically, I had the car for about 6 years. That's the state that it was in before I sold it. How I ended up selling the car is a funny story. We went to a Charger get together or a Mopar get together back in West Palm, and um, we found a couple of races on the way back, and these guys were able to just we found an SRT, the new model, right? I think it was Richard.
Yeah, the new model SRT8 and
Right. We found the
hybrid.
new model SRT on the way back, and then we had a friend of ours that had a Chrysler SRT, and they raced, and everybody in that group had a V8 engine, and everybody just took off after the guy. And me with the six-cylinder was left behind, and that's when I made the decision. I've had it with this. The car looks awesome, but I need more power. Coming from cars that were really fast, like the Mustang, the Z28, I had done a lot of stuff to them. And driving a six-cylinder that is big, although nice, I really needed the power. So that is how I ended up with my current car, which is a 2004 LS1 GTO. This is when I first bought it. Completely stock. It was really well shaped, um, except for the steering wheel. There was some wear on there, but the rest of the car was in top shape. I think it had 50,000 miles back then, but the paint and everything was like brand new. Um, I started modifying the car. We started doing like engine work, cosmetic so far. I did do the full exhaust JBA headers, JBA H-pipe, and spin mufflers. I don't remember if I did anything else. Changed the wheels on it, put a front bumper on it. I made it, converted it to dual exhaust. So
Are
hopefully
you
we can
click?
see.
Are you clicking through pictures or I just see
Yes,
they're not showing.
they're not showing.
No, I just see your all the pictures. Now I see you.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, I did a lot of the updates. So far, I took it to the dyno. I think it did 311 horsepower to the rear wheels, and that is just just exhaust work, um, and some of the cosmetics. I haven't done anything else other than the exhaust work really. Planning to do heads, cam, and probably nitrous. But I want to be done with all the main stuff before getting into that.
Yeah,
So
try to pull up a big picture again.
let me see if I can,
Yeah, we were just watching the little small views on your spotter. There we go.
you saw that?
Yeah, now it showed up.
All right, hold on then.
First I was just looking at the little tiles, the preview picture thumbnail.
Right.
Uh,
Let me see if you see this.
there we go.
All right, so that's the car when it was stock. Um, Here's another picture.
That was at the dealership, that first one, right?
Yeah, the first one was at the dealership. The second one is once I took the wheels out and I did a plastic dip on it. So that's the job. That's how they came out after doing. I did about 3 coats of plastic dip, or 4 coats, and then I did 3 coats of clear coat, and they came out nice and shiny. They came out pretty good. Here's another picture. You see that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. There's another picture. I was still with no, I had the dual exhaust by now on this picture, although you only see one side of it. And this is a picture with the new wheels already. About they're the same size as the stock wheels, but they got that M5 look, which I really like a lot. And then the new pictures show
Well,
this is a dual exhaust.
that car for how long now? Because it feels like it's been a while. I mean, I didn't have the SRTA hood back then.
No, but how long have you had the SRT hood for?
Um, I'd say over a year, a little bit over a year now.
Yeah,
And
I don't think I've had the car more than 2 years. I say if anything, is a year or maybe a couple of months, so not that long.
wow.
This is a car without the bumper, and then this is a car with the new black bumper that I think made a huge difference on that car because even though I like the GTO, I like the look of the GTO. I think they're fast and they look nice, but the front of the car is kind of on the weak side. I like cars that are mean looking, and the GTO really doesn't look that mean from the front. The
Yeah,
back looks fine, especially the
spoiler,
new model. Huh?
the spoiler definitely changes the whole look of the car.
The spoiler makes it look a lot better. I think I might put a hood on it, like an aftermarket hood on it, but I'm not in a big hurry for that. I do want to do the engine work first. I'm also thinking about putting a black cover on top of the roof of the car, so that
Yeah,
the top is black, like the M3s and stuff like that. But
yeah, I definitely want to do that on mine too.
yeah, I think it's gonna look good. I'm gonna try it out in Photoshop and see what kind of results I get. But that's what the car looks like now. I did in here it had blue paint on the engine parts, like the strut bar and stuff like that. Since then, I did some work on the engine and I hydro coated the whole thing in carbon fiber blue, so I think it looked good.
Are you doing a flat black or a gloss black on the hood?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go gloss or not.
I think you
Uh,
should. I think you should. Just so it matches it goes with the spoiler.
right. Yeah, because the
That
spoiler is
gloss
gloss for
look.
sure. Yeah.
The gloss black does look good on the spoiler. It goes good with the blue.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I had to do some research as far as like what kind of prices they have online and stuff like that. But I think I might go with the gloss over the flat black on that particular section. We'll see how it goes.
I think they have. You can even do which is inexpensive, and you can take out whenever you feel like. It's vinyl wrap, and I think they have gloss black on vinyl wrap. So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a vinyl wrap. I saw a guy at a car wash about 2 or 3 months ago, and he did his. He bought it off of eBay, and he said it wasn't expensive and it was pretty easy to put on. So we'll see.
yeah, there are no curves, no crazy cuts, and especially yours. I mean, you don't even have to deal with the sunroof or anything, like that, opening like that.
Yes, that's a big plus because if it was a whole new ball game if you had a sunroof, but
Yeah.
without the sunroof, I think it's just I think it's gonna be very easy. I'm hoping. We'll see. We'll see about that. All right, so that's how I got the car. I say yeah. I guess we'll move on to news. The first one, and these are news I'm collecting from the site. This is stuff that happened during the month. The first one is 280 horsepower turbo Civic. Thing looks insane, looks beautiful. I'm not a huge, I'm not a huge um, import guy, but this looks pretty sick. And I don't know if they'll make it, but they should. Right now, as it stands, it's just a concept. And to be honest with you, I think if this comes out, if anything, it'll come out in Europe. Definitely not here. I don't see this coming out in the United States. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm looking at it in that section where the Honda logo, the real tail lights between that and it kind of looks like the rear end of a Prius or the what's the other electric car, the Bolt, kind of a
The, the Chevy Bolt?
yeah, the Chevy Bolt.
Uh huh.
I mean, just between the where the license plate goes and the spoiler, that section there kind of looks like in that first picture. Yeah, it kind of gives that impression. I like it. I mean, it's a pretty nice looking car. I definitely love the rear spoiler with the dual tailpipes.
It looks amazing. It looks
Yeah.
really good. As far as looks is concerned, it looks really good. I don't know how it'll handle. I don't know if it's a all-wheel drive or a front-wheel drive, so I don't know how it's going to handle the horsepower with the torque issues. But it looks pretty sick. Um, that's the front of the car right there, and it seems to be at least 4 doors. I don't know if you know how the Veloxster or something like that, the Hyundai 3-door car.
Oh yeah, the you talking about the one that opens back or like the
Yeah, that weird looking car that has 3 doors. I don't know if they'll do that or this is a full-on 4-door car.
um I don't see handles on the back door, so I don't know if it's gonna be just a closet looking door opening thing.
Well, I think that section on the back, um, the little triangle on the back door, I think the handle might be in there. So I don't know how it's going to open. Who knows? But it looks good. It looks really good.
No.
Um, like I said, they only so far what they say is going to be a concept, but who knows if it'll come to the United States? I doubt it. Looks pretty sick though. Looks really nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking car. Um, Wheels are nice too.
Yeah, the wheels are really nice, and they need it because they're competing now with like pretty fast cars. Like the Focus is pretty fast, and the Mazda Speed 3 is pretty fast. So Honda doesn't really have anything there to compete with, and they need the horsepower.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This, if they can manage to do this, this is going to bring them a lot of customers because there's a whole bunch of Honda fans already out there, and having a Honda like this with this much horsepower is going to be a no-brainer for those
Oh
guys.
yeah, yeah. Especially the Honda Civic. There's a lot of Honda Civic people, that love Honda Civics out there.
Yeah. All right. Next subject to rebrand SVT to 999. I don't know what they're thinking here. I don't know what's going on. I think this is just changed for the heck of it. They just rebranding the SVT and the RS and the FVP. FVP is what they use in Australia, I think. So they're thinking about rebranding that to 999, which is the first four racing car number. But other than doing it just for the heck of changing it, I don't know. It's not catchy.
Did you have you seen the that one in itself, the 999?
Have I seen what?
Have you seen the 999 Ford?
No, I haven't.
Here we
I didn't
go.
even bother looking it up.
I was just looking at it, and that thing is insane.
that,
Look at that steering wheel.
that is amazing. We've come a long way. Jesus, look at that.
It's
I
not
don't
even
know.
round. It's like a bicycle, like riding a
Yeah, it's a
bicycle with
bicycle.
four wheels.
That's not a car. That's a bicycle. That's a very, very high-tech bicycle.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be weird telling somebody you have a Ford instead of telling them you have a Ford SVT, you have a Ford 999.
Yeah.
This is not official by any means, but I think it's weird
I
to say the
personally
least.
hope they don't change it.
They shouldn't. If anything, just I think they need to merge the brand so they don't have the RS and the FVP and the SVT. But 9999 or 999 is just I don't know. It's ridiculous. I think. I mean, it's cool that they're thinking about that stuff. We want to commemorate the old car and all that stuff, but it doesn't work. I don't think it works. Do you think they'll do that? Do you think they'll go for it? I mean, they'll make it official, or
I hope not. I don't know much about um, if they whether they do it or not, but I hope not. I hope they don't do it.
yeah,
It doesn't sound right at all. I mean,
yeah, that's gonna be tough. Tough for the four guys,
I'm looking at. I just typed in here on Google on pictures. I
right?
type in 4999, and every single picture that shows there, it's similar to the picture I showed you. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it has nothing to do with the Ford we know. I don't know how fast that was back then, but I don't see any relation in between the two things. But well, sometimes crazy decisions like that are.
yeah. They catch up.
Yep.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe that's it becomes very catchy or something. I doubt it. I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. I've seen crazy things happen, so it's possible. All right. We're gonna make this short and sweet again because we didn't have a guest like we were supposed to. But before we go, I wanted to share a couple things with you guys. The very first one is let me pull this up. Driver's Garage decals. I still got a bunch of them. If you are a supporter of the website, you do get a free one. If you're not, you can find them on sale on the classified section of the site. This section here is black, and then this is the logo with the blue background. They're really nice quality. Let's see if we can get those sold. That would be nice if we can. And the next then is we are having a get together. That's coming up. I believe is this Sunday. Is it?
Yeah,
Not sure.
the fifth, right? Yeah, that
Yes.
should be this coming Sunday.
So this coming Sunday at 7 p.m. This is for the Florida guys. Of course, if you're in a different state or a different country, it doesn't apply to you. But for the Florida guys, especially the west side of the state, we're going to be meeting at Culver's. It's a new restaurant that just opened up here in Fort Myers. The location is Gulf Coast Mall. We're gonna meet there at 7 p.m. October 5th. That is on a Sunday. I have all the information on the website, including more details on the calendar. We are going to give away one of these puppies right here. Is basically an organizer. You can use it for screws, bolts. This way, I guess. And all you have to do to get one of this is, to get for a chance to get one of this is pledge $1. We'll use that money for the website, of course, and then to pay for this. So that would get you in the drawing, and then we'll get a winner at the get together, and they'll take that home. Again, the meet is going to happen October 5th. So just try to make it. Should be fun. Anything else you need to add, Richard?
Nope, that'll be all. I hope to see you all there, and we'll have a lot of fun. And
yeah, it should be fun. I heard the food there is delicious. From some of the guys from up north, they have this restaurant. I've been there once, and the burger was delicious. So I don't know if the rest of the food is really good. I've heard it is. So it's definitely worth checking out. Plus, you get to meet with the guys, and so it should be fun. I think we might. What was that, Richard?
I'm sure I'm gonna be the first timer on there because never been to that place before.
Yeah, they're pretty recent down here. They just opened up. They went crazy. They opened up a whole bunch of restaurants so far.
They're opening one here in Cape Coral as well.
Yes. So, well, thank you guys for watching. I think that should be all. This is part 2. We're still virgins of this, so just bear with us. Hopefully, we'll get better, as they say, and not worse. I want to thank Richard for joining in. I didn't have any guests for today, so thanks for coming in. I think you said you wouldn't mind coming in every month and chat as long as we have a guest, right? Like a third person.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So we'll see who's the next to join us, and we'll talk to you guys later. See you, Richard.
Take care.